And I'll mute myself if I can.
I was able, I muted you. Okay, so tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the system doc. Do you have that, the system? Okay, so basically, I just want to go through because it's a lot. So I was just going to walk through it. It may not take a full half hour, but that's what I wanted to go over tonight. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're just going to kind of walk through it, like what we use, when we use it, all that stuff. So like I said, it may not take a full half hour, but especially when we're newer, it can seem like a lot. Like it's just, here's a bunch of stuff. Good luck to you. We don't want it to be like that. So this is why I just want to go through it. So we're just going to go through it. So the very top is the new coach checklist. So this is basically for newer coaches. So when we sponsor coaches, this is what we're going to use. I'm still going to go through it though. Some people may not have coaches yet. We're still going to go through it. I just want to, so we can understand what, at least have an awareness of it and where it's at. So basically the first thing is order the coaches kit. Very simple. The little video, I don't know, it's like 2 minutes long. It's very quick. Then we would set up a meet and greet with your FIBC, which, for those of on this call, it would be Nikki and I. So basically, once the coach starts, you're going to set up a 3-way call. And if you have questions for that, so anything on the system, anything in red is what we essentially copy and paste. So to set up a 3-way call, basically it's a Facebook Messenger. So you would set it up between your coach, Nikki and I, and yourself. And then you would just copy this red part. Blank and I am excited to announce that has decided to pay, become a health coach. Sorry, I made a mistake. Wait, what's this say? Yes, I'm sorry. This is right. So I was thinking this is the announcement. This is what you would send in the 3-way message to basically, we're going to welcome the new coach. Name the message. The first, this is what you would call the message, like Joe Blow support team. And then basically this is what you would do. So you would double check that they're a moderator or an admin on the client support page. And then you're going to announce the new coach. I'm so excited for Joe Blow, who's taking the next steps in his health journey and paying it forward. We would put this on LiveRight. So we want clients to know that it's, a lot of people become health coaches. A lot of clients become health coaches. So we're going to share this on LiveRight with a picture of the new coach. And we're going to add them to the coach support page with a picture, and it's very long, same lines. I'm excited. And we would basically copy and paste this, put their picture in there, and then copy and paste this red part and then send it. Again, if you have questions, I'm not expecting you to memorize all this stuff today. We just wanted you to be familiar with it, what it is, when we use it. And then there's a branding basics video, which after you've done your practice health assessments, we want to start branding. Sometimes we may want to start before. If you don't have people that do practice assessments, we may want to go ahead and throw a post out there to generate some health assessments. Also, we want to invite our new coaches to team trainings on Tuesday nights. This one as well, Power Hour. The thing with Power Hour is I would not, if your coach isn't Brandon, I would not encourage them to kind of get on Power Hours because they're not going to see what we're doing. As a health coach, we want to be branding ourselves so people know what we do when they come to our page. If you're not branding yourself, Power Hours are kind of, honestly, I don't need to be like ruffling any feathers, but they're kind of pointless because they don't know that you're a health coach. The setup of your website. This is you'll get an email about this. The new coach will get an email, and then set up OptaVia Pay after you're putting your first client on. So you can't. So all these things, like this, again, I don't expect anyone to memorize this. I just want you to see what it is. So the very first part of the system is what a new coach does and what we as a sponsoring coach help them accomplish. So that's what that first part is. The next step, the next part is learning how to do a health assessment. So with a new coach, Here's the health assessment. We're going to have them make a list. This is the script. So again, anything in red on this system document are things that we're going to actually copy and paste. We would send this to the new clients or to the practice people. For example, Aunt Joni, who only needs to lose 10 pounds, would, or needs to lose 0. It doesn't matter. The practice health assessments are for people that we want to use as practice, obviously. So this is the script right here that we would send them. Obviously, you would fill your weight in right here and your name clearly. And then you would send this to people that you think would help you. So once we do the health assessment, whether they're practice or other, we're going to add them to the we're going to add them to the Live Right group, which this group is on in Live Right. And we're going to add them to, we're going to put them in there as clients, and we're going to also add them, we're going to tag them in the welcome message. So this is what you would do. If somebody does not get on plan, this is what, if we do health assessments and they don't get on plan right away, this right here, this red part, send more info in Facebook Messenger or text. We want to send this. So we would just copy and paste this red part, drop it to them in a messenger thread or a text, however you communicate with that person, and send them that. That's another thing. So we want to put them in Live Right, and we also want to send them this if they don't get on plan when we first initially talk to them. And also, this is a little thing. If somebody wants to, check with their doctor first, we can send them this as well to let them. It's more information for them to have to take to their physician if they want to, if they have health reasons or they want to get it checked out. So those are the first two parts. All right. So now, what to do with a new client? Obviously, the health assessment, first thing we're going to do. Add them to the client support. And basically, this is just a checklist. So this is really convenient. You can print this off. Just know that sometimes they change it periodically, so it may change. But having these checklists is nice. There's also the checklist that comes with the health assessment. There we go. My things. So there's a checklist that comes with the new health assessments. But anyway, so we're going to do the health assessment. We're going to invite them to the client support page, tag them. If they don't get on plan right away, we send them more info. If they do, we're going to follow up 2 to 3 days later if they don't. Then we place their order. We send them a welcome message, journey kickoff video. So this is just step-by-step process of what we do with new clients. Then here's a video on putting the new client order in. It's pretty simple, really. But the first time you do it, your mentor coach will walk you through it. Clients with dietary restrictions, this is when we would change the kit because they maybe have a peanut allergy or so. Right here in step 2, where it says put a new client order in, there's some short videos that are very helpful. Again, most of the time, the mentor coach is going to walk you at least through the first one, maybe through the first couple, whatever you feel comfortable with. But just know that there's also videos on here. What I would encourage you as a new coach, watch the video and then, call your coach and say, okay, I'm ready to put the order in. Because 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to know how to do it. But it's good to have that support on the phone so that in case you run into a snag or a question, your mentor coach is right there. Here's the product claim sheets. This is just something that's good to have. We have one printed. And as products come and go, sometimes they add things, sometimes they remove things. This is updated, so it's just good to know. Maybe periodically, every so often, print it off and have a copy, like in your binder. Right here, this is cool because what you need to start a new client is right here: phone number, email, shipping address, billing address, if it's different. Name as it appears on the card, type of card, credit card, expiration date, security code. So all that information that we need is right here. It's also, you know, at the top of the health assessments, but the address is on a different. So right here's a nice little concise place with the information on it, which is nice. So then to place the order, make sure you're logged out of your Optavia account and go to, then right here's your login, click shop. And then this is just what you're going to add. This is how you place a new client order. Again, it's on the video. Your mentor coach is going to walk you through. Once you do it once or twice, it's really pretty easy. Actually, it's very easy. But the biggest thing I'll say on this recording, but also I always like to mention it to our coaches is that you want to make sure you're at the top as the health coach, not your health coach. So Allison, for example, for you, as you know, as the new putting your new client in, you want to make sure the health coach says Allison at the top, not Rob and Nikki Evans. And that's always usually the first or second time you do it. I always encourage coaches to double check that to make sure it stays as you as the health coach. After the first or second time, it's automatically going to default to that. But prior to that, sometimes it goes back to what, you know, because we order for, you know, months at a time. And so it always thinks we're in there. And if we don't clear our cookies and all that stuff, you know, with the internet, that's what happens. So again, your mentor coach is usually going to walk you through this, but I want to make sure I touch on that. Once they place their first order, you're going to send them this. This is the welcome message. So let's do this, you know, the red part and coupled with this little video down here. It's not a video. It's just, I think it is a video. It's been a minute since I looked at it, but these together is what you're going to send a new client. We usually send ours through Messenger. And it just lets them know what's going to happen next. All right. So then starting your client. So you've placed the order. You've let them know that you've placed the order. You sent them the thing. Now, you know, now we're tracking their information on UPS, because once you place a client order, you get an email as the health coach, and the client also gets an email with UPS tracking information. So once the order processes, you're going to know it, so are they. And once it ships, you're going to know it, so are they. And we're going to follow it on the tracking number. So once we know when it's coming, for example, say it's coming Tuesday, we usually send them a messenger information saying, hey, Joe Blow, I'll keep going with that name. It looks like your stuff's going to get there on Tuesday. When do you plan on starting? So that gives us an idea. It's always up to the client. If they want to start Wednesday, they can. If they want to start the following Monday, totally up to them. It's their journey. We're walking alongside. So whatever they decide, then we'll send them the video a day or two before, which is this right here. Watch this video on how to, or no, this is a client support video. Sorry. So this is a good video to watch to support the client. If you're not, you know, to make sure you know you're comfortable with it. But this is what I was going to talk about. This is the night before information. So it says this begins a new life for you. All this red stuff from here all the way down to here, you're going to copy and paste that into the messenger thread. So that's the night before video. That's the video that we want them to watch, because it's going to answer almost all the questions. It answers almost all of them. Here's what we've learned kind of the hard way. If you call people without them watching this video, you might be on the phone for 20 minutes. If you make sure they watch this video before you talk to them, you might be on the phone for 5. So it kind of honors their time and it honors yours as well. So we always encourage you to double check that you've watched the night. You know, we ask them, did you watch the night before video? Cool. I'll give you a call in 10 minutes. Does that work for you? Yeah. Awesome. So do those things. It's going to save yours and their time on the phone. Excuse me. And then this is the journey kickoff call. It's 2 to 5 minutes with the client. This is the one you call after they watch this video. Then we're going to call them. And, you know, this is what we're going to just tell them, make sure that this is what we're going to say. Do you have any questions? Set your alarms, fuelings, what's your plan? We always like to ask them what their plan is for their lean and green meal on day one. Just make sure that there's no questions. And then days 1 through 4, right here, this is what we're doing. I mean, we're just checking on them days 1 through 4 to make sure they're not having any issues or any questions. Usually it's a really quick call. I'd encourage you to make it a quick call unless the client has questions. That's fine. We want to answer there. That's why we call. We want to be there. And it's not a text, it's a call. So we want to make sure that we're calling them, checking on them. Do you have any questions on your lean and green, encouraging the weigh stuff, and all this stuff right here. And as we put clients on, we're gonna kind of go through this list ourselves, make sure we're like, even Nikki and I still to this day we're double checking the system, make sure we didn't miss nothing, because we want to make sure that we're getting the great client support, because it's important. We want our clients to be successful. We just do, because we know what it's done for us and we want that for them. So set up week 1 celebration call. So what this is it's a celebration Zoom. It's after week 1, and we're going to set it up. We like to let our clients know usually within that first week or the first 4 days, hey, just so you know, at the end of the week 1, we're going to set up a Zoom call with you and some of our other coaches, because we team coach. So I just want you to know they're going to give you some more tips. So it's coming. And so by posturing it that way, you'll hear some say they don't, some coaches say they do. Nick and I have found that works best for us. So this is what we do. We let them know it's coming. So when it comes, they know what it is. They're prepared for it, and then they'll schedule it quickly. And so that's what we're doing. We're setting up a 3-way message with your FIBC, which people on this call will be Nikki and I, and then yourself and the client. And this is what you put in the group right here. We're going to copy and paste this. Hi, and Rob and Nikki, super excited for Joe Blow. And then this is what you put on there. And eventually you started as the health coach. And then your FIBCs are going to, which would be, in this case, be Nikki and I, we're going to take over the call. We're going to ask them, we're so excited. When's a great time? What's your schedule look like in the next couple of days? And that's kind of, you'll see how it goes. So you basically, the health coach sets the call up, and then the FIBC kind of takes over, sets it up with the client, a good day and time that we can get on a call together. And then make sure I'm not missing anything. And then once you get on the call, you're going to just introduce your health coach, and then the health coach is going to take over and you're going to mute yourself. The point, the reason we do this is twofold. We're going to edify the health coach, the client's coach, because you can't say like, I'm an awesome coach, dude. Just, you don't even know how awesome I am. Like, that doesn't work. It's not authentic. So what your FIBC is going to do is do that for you. Like, just, some of our favorite coaches, they do a great job. They've helped a lot of people. They're going to edify you. And then also we're going to celebrate the coach, and we're going to give the client, and we're going to give the client some tips. We're going to, mention, that the Tuesday night call, we're going to give them some tips about. So that's what it's about. It's about integrating the client, because we know clients that are integrated are 3 times more likely to get to their goal. So supporting your client weekly. I mean, I don't, after your first week, you're going to send this. And this is basically the video to help them get into edit their order. But after the first week, we don't want to inundate them with a bunch of stuff, because they're learning a new program. So we want to make sure after and you'll have clients ask, hey, what, they're on day 1. Can I edit my order? You can, but we prefer to wait for after the first week, because it's a lot. You're learning a new plan. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to wait till after week 1 and I'll send it to you. And we've never had anybody say, no, send it to me now. They understand, like, it's new. So they're cool with it. So after the week 1, we're going to send this. And then here's, easy for me to say, call client weekly to check in. So this is a 5-minute call. We try to keep it to. And these are some of the things we're going to ask them. Maybe not all of them, but many of them. Tell me what's going on. What are the good things? Getting your water in, talk about the scale, your life book, who's noticing, these are the things we're going to talk to our clients about. Keep in mind, we're trying to keep it to a 2 to 5 minute call. We want to honor our clients' time. If they have questions, obviously we're here for them. We'll take longer, but we don't want to get on there and just start rambling on about ourselves and and make it about us and not, so it's important to honor their time. So set up a month one celebration call. So I'm going to jot down where I'm at, because I'm going to stop right here for tonight, because we got these other things. So next week we'll work on the other stuff. We'll go on the other stuff. So setting up a Coach Explorer is the last thing that we are tonight. So, or that's where I'll start next week. So Allison, do you have any questions from what the stuff we've gone over so far?
No, not really. I think that there's probably a video in here that I haven't watched.
Okay.
I think only one. I think some I've already watched. But yeah, I think that
Go ahead.
maybe this was the one.
This system document is so awesome.
I have it.
Like we did when we started, we're just so thankful, because when we started, we had to pull information from here, from all the places. And, sometimes you wouldn't even know. And so this right here has really simplified getting all the information in one spot. So I for one, I'm very, very thankful for this. So if you don't, go ahead. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
No, it was just a video that I hadn't watched that I need to watch it, but.
Right. So that's.
Yeah, it was the one about talking to your clients about coaching.
Okay. Which one? Where was that at? Oh, okay.
Right above supporting your client weekly. Set up week 1 celebration Zoom.
Okay.
Right there. Yeah. Other than that, I feel like I've watched all these videos.
Gotcha. You should have, but sometimes it's possible we missed one. Well, and all right, I'm going to stop recording. So, so next week we'll pick up where. Stay on, Allison.
Oh, I will.
So next week I want to kind of tell myself where I want to pick up. So next week we're going to start at setting up a Coach Explorer Zoom. So I hope this was useful, and we'll see everyone next Tuesday at 6:30 Eastern. Let's see.